topic of discussion. Had Slater won, I think it would have been a big topic of discussion. Now John Roethlisberger. He cannot take the lead from Dragulescu. He needs a score of just under 9-5 to move into second place and pass Dmitry Kasparovich.
Well, you know, Al, every meet is judged a little bit differently, and by looking at what the judges have done so far and the routines we've seen, that is definitely possible, doable for John Roethlisberger. He's going to have to be just about perfect, though. Big combination right here. Doesn't look that hard, but very, very difficult. Now he'll get set for his big release skill right here. A lot going on there. So far, so well. That right there, that's going to cost him a little bit. That going up and then hesitating, coming back down. A little bit different for a dismount here. Big step on that landing, too. That was a 2-10 step for sure.
Didn't feel like a 9-5 to me.
Yeah.
He looked tired.
Yeah.
Very tired.
You know, John said he's looking forward to the final American Cup in Orlando. It's where he started his American Cups, and he said at the end of these 8 months leading to Sydney, I just want to be able to say I was the best that I could possibly be.
Digging deep. It's all about our heart. USA, that's what we're all about.
Elise Ray is being approached now by Alana Slater. A nice moment of sportsmanship between the two. Meanwhile, John Roethlisberger did not finish in second place. He gets a 9.312 to finish third here today.
Holy cow, I'm tired. That endo tired me out so much. Oh.
So our winner today comes from Bucharest, Romania. A nice payday for Marian Dragulescu and almost a blowout win, really. Dmitry Kasparovich of Belarus finishes second, and John Roethlisberger finishes third. He's going to the American Cup, though, as we go to Beth Ruyak, who's with John on the floor.
All right, John, top American scorer. This puts you in Orlando against Blaine.
Well, you know, I'm excited. This will be my last American Cup, and Orlando is where I went to my first American Cup. So I'm excited to go back, and I'm very happy with how today went. It was, you know, it was very ugly, and it's not where I want to be ultimately, but for this point in the year, I can't expect more out of myself right now.
We're used to seeing that one moment in the meet with you when the hands pump up and you're grabbing your head, and it was a steadier meet. There weren't any of those highs and lows.
I didn't, you know, that's kind of how I wanted to come in. I knew that I wanted to hit every event, and I wanted to hit every event perfect, but I knew that that wasn't realistic, and there wasn't any routines that I felt like deserved a hand pump or, you know, fist in the air, but overall, I was just really pleased. It was a little better than I've been doing in practice, thank goodness, because practices have been pretty rough, so it was a good meet overall.
Okay, on to your last American Cup in Orlando.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
We'll tell you about the American Cup in a moment. First of all, a look at the final standings for the women. Elise Ray wins. Alana Slater finishes less than a tenth behind, and Tasha Swikert finishes in third. Let's go back to Beth.
Elise, congratulations tonight. We were wondering after the fall on beam if you thought that the meet had slipped away from you completely.
It was pretty scary. You know, it was a bit of a problem, I knew. I wasn't sure where things were at, you know, considering the all-around. But after I knew before going into floor, it was pretty tight. So I just had to go out there and give it absolutely all I had, and that's what I feel like I did.
We've talked all night about the sense of rivalry between the Australians and the Americans. How much did you feel that tonight?
I sensed it a little bit, not too much, just because I was focusing on what I had to do. But I know it's there, and I know U.S. needs to kind of step up a little bit. So
on to the finals in Orlando for the American Cup. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So it's Elise Ray and Morgan White headed to the American Cup. What about the field, Elfie?
Well, I think Elise Ray has proven herself to be the top American heading into this field, but she has some tough competition from Prudhanova. She will not give it away easily.
Well, on the men's side, Wilson, he's the big factor. If he's healthy, he's going to be very hard to beat. But don't forget Bondarenko. He certainly is no slouch.
And what is developing between the United States and the country of Australia is most interesting. And for the rest of this year, that's the way it will be. Headed to the Olympics.